Let's get a capital markets op-ed for Friday. Gary's down here at Post 9 reacting to last night's debate.
A true op-ed today. You know, I sat down like many people hoping that I'd come here today and talk about the ramifications for the capital markets, the financial markets, the stock market after last night's debate. Paul Ryan, you and I have both had the opportunity in the past, a frequent guest on Squawk Box in your old role on that show. So I know that this is a guy who knows a lot about the stock market, the bond market, and the capital markets. But unfortunately, I can't do that. And here's the reason why. Let's take a listen to Vice President Biden. This is the kind of stuff he wanted to focus on when it comes to the markets. Take a listen to this clip.
We are going to not repeat the mistakes we made in the past by having a different set of rules for Wall Street and Main Street, making sure that we continue to hemorrhage these tax cuts for the super wealthy.
Now, I have a personal problem with this, and I'll tell you why. Joe Biden, and I know this to be fact because I was forced years back to go to one of these fundraising breakfasts that he had. It's in the public domain. You can see the family contributed $3,000 to the Biden campaign in 2007 because we went to one of these breakfasts where he solicited people in the financial services industry. Remember, he's from Delaware. They've got a huge credit card business. All the money that he raised back in 2005, 6, and 7, I would tell you, came from financial services. I sat in that breakfast. I know exactly the type of opinion he had about what Wall Street meant for Main Street back then. I know it's politics, but this is a gentleman now who comes on, doesn't, in my opinion, give any way, shape, or form that this is a person who raised the bulk of his money during his senatorial career from financial services. I have a problem with that.
Yeah, he's known for being not a wealthy man. I think for a long time he was ranked the second poorest member of the Senate.
Right.
But you're saying he's doing this for his campaign purposes.
Look, he raised all the money. And I've given money, I should say, and by the way, I'm sure the Drudge Report's going to now come out later today and say, well, Kaminsky's given money to Mitt Romney, you know, in the past, before CNBC,
sure.
when I could. Yes, I gave money to Romney, but I also gave money to Hillary Clinton. And if you look at all the political contributions I made pre-CNBC, it was all over the place. Biden raised all his money from the financial services industry. Let me say this, too. In Scranton, which he brings up all the time, I'm told that 9 out of 10 people in Scranton will tell you in a poll they don't like the guy, that he hasn't actually done anything, but he brings it up constantly. And I will also say I thought it was rude, I thought it was disgusting, and I thought it was extremely nasty, the laughing, the smiling. I got to tell you, if I was Paul Ryan, I have more respect for Paul Ryan today than I did yesterday.
Just for having survived that 90 minutes?
I could not have sat there. I could not have sat there with the smirking and the laughing. I couldn't have done it. I would have gotten up. I would have punched the guy in the face.
we had David Walker on last night, who said the biggest negative points went to Biden for not appearing vice presidential.
Look, I don't know what the American public is going to think. I can only tell you that I have a problem watching Biden do that stuff, and I have more respect for Paul Ryan than I did yesterday than I do today, because I don't know how he sat there. But remember, the main point of this op-ed here is today, you know, Biden is a hypocrite. The most money that he raised came from financial services. Stop with the Wall Street, Main Street. It does not make anybody better off.
I love it when you get fired.